having a great week. And if you're not, then that's okay, because we all go through those really, really, really hard weeks. Okay, I'm just excited for the video, so I'm gonna jump right into it. As you can tell, we're doing truth or drink, so kind of like truth or dare. I'm sure all of you guys know what truth or dare is. Yeah, probably played it at some point in your life, but instead of dares, I'm going to do drink. So it's either you answer the truth or you drink. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, whatever way you look at it, I cannot have any alcoholic beverages right now. I wanted to do this with wine or some type of, some type of alcoholic beverage, but as of right now, I cannot. So I am going to be using drinking water out of my water bottle right here. Remember that if you would like one of these bottles, I got a code in the description. Everything is in the description. You can get this for 10% off. 10% off your purchase. So it's so cute. So I filled this with water, the coldest water, and I'm going to be drinking out of it. So I basically wrote down a bunch of questions, and I don't remember what the questions are, thankfully, but I know that I kind of want to make this into a series if that's what you guys would like. I could just find a bunch of questions, write them all down, and then every once in a while make a video like this and just do a truth or drink. So let me know if you guys enjoy this so that I can make more if you'd like. Okay. Well, first I need a drink. So I'm just gonna drink some. Literally ice cold. It's crazy. Okay. I don't want to put it on too tight. Put it right between my legs here. Okay. So let's get started. I have 10 questions for this video. So, first question. What is the biggest secret you kept from your parents growing up? Also, I found these questions just on the internet, random truth or dare questions, so I tried to pick some juicy ones, some normal ones, so I'm not drinking the whole time, or I'm not just answering truthfully the whole time. So I think we got a good mix. But that was the first one, so let's see. What's the biggest secret I kept from my parents growing up? Well, that's easy. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. But when I was a preteen, even before I started YouTube, I would always sneak out. And, they know that I've done it a couple times, but they don't know how often and how much I've actually snuck out to go hang out with friends, go to a party, oh my gosh, to see boys, like little, so if any kids are watching this right now, or teenagers, I'm sorry, tell your parents where you're going, because there were many nights where I was like, I wish I was at home in bed and I want to call my mom to come pick me up. So always tell your parents or someone in your family where you're going, and don't sneak out. Just don't do it. That's probably the biggest secret. So I feel like that's pretty normal. Okay. Number 2. What is your favorite movie that you secretly know is terrible? Dang. You know what? It's not that bad, because I feel like a lot of people might have this answer. And that is the Twilight movies. I grew up watching it. I was in, what, 6th grade? 6th or 5th grade when the first Twilight came out. And just kind of grew up being obsessed with it and loved it, and now I can watch them and it brings me back to those childhood moments, and I feel like it's a nice secret guilty pleasure, so don't come at me. Okay. Three. What is your worst habit? My worst habit? What? I got a lot of those. I say my worst one, if I'm just thinking off the top of my head, I'm sure I got a lot, but I do this thing where, you know, my nails are usually nice and long and painted, like they look decent most of the time. So I don't bite my nails anymore, but what I do is I bite the skin around the nails, and I don't want to hear that that's gross, because I know so many people that do that too. It is gross, but you know what I mean. So like if I'm anxious or nervous, just whatever, I'll just bite. Kind of like, you can tell a little bit, I like mostly my thumbs. I bite my thumbs, so I guess now you know my worst habit. Okay, number 4. Tell us about the last dream you can remember. So tell you guys about the last dream I can remember. Oh, I can't do that. Well, because I had a dream last night, and it wasn't bad per se or anything, but it involves other people, and I don't want to put anyone, I don't want to say any names in the video, because they're my friends and people I know and people that know me, so I can't really do that. So I'm gonna take a drink. Yeah, I can. Plus, when you're telling dreams and whatnot, I remember my dreams when I first wake up for maybe 15 minutes, and then everything's just a blur. Like, it just turns into a blur, and I'm trying to tell people about my dream, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't know what I'm saying. It just sounds like weird gibberish now. Like, it didn't even make sense. So I won't waste time doing that. Okay, number 5. Yeah. What is the most embarrassing thing that you ever did while on a date? Oh my god. See, I haven't dated since I was a teenager, so I haven't dated since I was like 17, 18, because then after that I was in a long-term relationship, so it's hard to remember. But one that pops in my head that I completely forgot about for the longest time is I met someone. I met someone at the mall, and like actually met up with them. I didn't like meet them at the mall, but I met up with them at the mall, and we were talking back and forth for a couple weeks, and we're like, oh, let's go on a little date. And I was a teenager, like, I don't even know, just like early teenage years, and so I was nervous. I probably was so just not dating material yet. I was a little girl. And so I met up with them, and it just went so bad. Like, we did not talk. I don't know what happened, because it was almost like we saw each other and we had that opportunity to hang out and do stuff and walk around the mall, shop, whatever, because that's what we did back then, was just go to the mall. And as soon as I saw this person, I just did not, it wasn't it. I wasn't into him. feel like he wasn't into me, and we were just so awkward and quiet. And all I remember is sitting on those massage chairs at the mall, just sitting there, and like we would say a couple words back and forth, but eventually it just stopped. And I remember I faked that like my mom needed me to come home or something, and I was like, oh no, I have an emergency, I gotta go, bye. And I just left and never talked to that person again. Not even like, just both of us completely stopped talking to each other. So that has to be the most embarrassing or just most awkward date experience, because it wasn't even a date, but it was probably the weirdest thing I've ever encountered. So I'm gonna say that one. You guys are getting all the tea today. Okay. What was the worst gift you ever received? Oh no. Well, since people I know watch my videos, I can't say that because I don't even know what the worst gift would be. But either way, I'm not gonna answer it. I have to drink. I can't think of a worst gift ever. Like, yeah, I really can't. So, we'll keep that one a little secret. Okay. Let's see. The next one. What is your biggest pet peeve? I got a lot of those. I really do have a lot of pet peeves. Which is weird because I feel like I'm very patient when I want to be and when I need to be, but some things just irritate the living heck out of me. So probably my biggest pet peeve would be when people, just people, act like they are all knowing and everything they do and say is right, and everything I or the other person does or says is wrong. That has to be it, because there's a lot of people like that, and now I know when I come across people like that, goodbye, see you later, don't want to be involved with you. Yeah, probably that. Okay. Is there any movie that always makes you cry? All of them? Lion King. The Lion King. I'm gonna say probably just my favorite movie in general, which is Titanic. I will always watch that and always cry, even though I've seen it probably a dozen times by now. I mean, if you've seen Titanic, you know exactly why I cry. Just, it's emotional, it's crazy, it was based on a real event, it's just emotional all the way around, so Titanic. Okay, got two more. Okay. Have you ever been arrested? I knew the last two were going to be juicy because I remember thinking the last two need to be juicy. Have I ever been arrested? Technically, no, I have not. I have never been arrested, but I have been given tickets and community service, and I've I rode one of those in the back of a police car. So, but I've never been arrested. No, I'm good. I'm a good girl. Right. The last one, last but not least, certainly not least. What was your most regrettable kiss? Oh my god, you know what? I have too many. I really do have too many of those. So I don't think, you know what? I feel like my first kiss was probably the most regrettable because it was like with my best friend at the time, my best little boyfriend. And we weren't dating or anything, and yeah, it was probably like that, my friend, and that was my first kiss. And it happened so weird because we were at the park. I was young, like 10 or 11, one of 11, probably 11. And we were at the park and I slid down the slide and he was on the swings and then he came up to me and I just was about to get up from the slide and he just kissed me and I was like, oh, okay. But he was a good friend, so that's why it was a little weird. But we're not friends anymore, so that's a-okay. So, yep. I really hope no one I mention watches this video, because if they do, hi, how are you? No, but that is all the questions I have for today. I thought it was really fun. I like this idea. Let me know if you guys like this idea at all, and if you would like to see a part 2, part 3, part 100. I don't want to give all my tea away, but I thought this was just a cute idea and helps you guys get to know me a little better. So, and with the airplane cueing the outro, good night and sleep tight. And I will see you guys again very, very, very soon. My water bottle just like, it was, you know, like when the water bottles are kind of cranked and it like expands and it's like